If you are the child or the grandchild of a Jamaican citizen, then you are eligible to receive your Jamaican citizenship by descent. My name is Jada Brown Thompson, and I'm going to walk you through the process of applying from start to finish. Okay? I recently applied for my twin sons. They are turning 1 year old in 2 days, so happy birthday to them. I applied for their citizenship by descent, and it took about 3 months for them to get their citizenship from the time that we applied to the time that we picked up their citizenship proof and documentation at the Jamaican embassy. And I applied for them through their father, who is a Jamaican citizen. He was born and raised in Jamaica. So I get a lot of questions from their family and from some of my friends on why did I choose to apply for their Jamaican citizenship. A lot of people have asked, like, well, they're U.S. citizens, so they have a passport where they can travel to Jamaica 3 months or 6 months, whatever it is, at a time. So why did we, as their parents, me and my husband, feel like we had to take it as far as getting their Jamaican citizenship? And I just want to put this out there right now because I get a lot of backlash about it, and I feel like it is important for them to know their roots, right? So yes, they are American citizens, but their father is a Jamaican, right? Their father is Jamaican. They have family there. They have a sister there. They have heritage there. They have roots. They have history. And to me, we're human beings. We're multifaceted. It's important to know that side. Their mother is an American, so yes, they have to know this side as well. But again, it's important for them to know their roots. So that's why I decided to get their Jamaican citizenship. And as you guys see in these videos, we would like to move to Jamaica. My husband wants to go home. I want to move to Jamaica. So eventually they will probably be going to school in Jamaica. So that is why I decided to get their Jamaican citizenship. You may be wanting to get yours for a different reason. Maybe you want to know and explore your roots as well. Maybe you want to move there and, you need longer than what your passport, allows. So whatever your reason is, I'm going to tell you how to get your citizenship by descent. But I just wanted to put that out there as to why I got their citizenship at such a young age. Okay, so let's get into the process of applying. So again, the Jamaican embassy says it takes about 3 months in order to get your citizenship once you apply. I have found that to be true. It actually took less time. We were able to get their citizenship in about 10 weeks. So that was really good. Now, there are 3 ways for you to apply for your citizenship, right? You can either make an in-person appointment and do it at their Embassy of Jamaica, which is located in Washington, D.C. You can put the documents in a Dropbox at the Embassy of Jamaica, or you can mail your documents in if you do not live, near the Washington, D.C. metro area, okay? I do know that there's consulates of Jamaica that are located in New York and Miami. I am not sure if you can do it at those consulates, but I do know the clerk at the embassy said most of their citizenship applications are done at the official Embassy of Jamaica, which is in Washington, D.C. Okay, so we're going to go through each option, and we're going to start with the first one, which is doing the in-person appointment. Okay, so we did the in-person appointment, me and my husband and our twins. We live in Arlington, Virginia, which is a suburb of DC, so it was advantageous for us just to make the appointment. Now, I do want to point out that if you decide to make the in-person appointment, you have to make an appointment on the embassy's website. They do not take walk-ins. You have to make an appointment. It's very easy to do, and I will list the link down below where you would make the appointment. They have a calendar, and you can choose whichever date is convenient for you. Another thing that I want to point out in terms of making the appointment online is that the appointment is per applicant, not per family. So I applied for my Jamaican citizenship by marriage, and I applied for my two boys' citizenship via descent. And so when we got there, the clerk was like, who's applying? And I'm like, all of us. And she was like, well, that's not really how it works, baby love. It is per applicant, not per family. But she was gracious enough to let us apply as a family. So I don't know if they're going to be that nice to you. So follow the rules. It's per applicant, not per family. But they do have staggered appointment times. So try to, if you're going to apply with multiple people, try to make sure that you stagger the appointment times so you don't have to go, more than one time. Okay? So here I am on the embassy's website, and it's very easy to make an appointment. As you can see, you just press schedule appointment, find the date that works for you, fill in the information. Here it says citizenship. Click that, put in your phone number, the name of the parent, and you confirm. So once you make the appointment, they're going to send you a confirmation. Parking at the embassy is quite difficult, so if you're in the DMV, you already know, try to take like public transportation there. But it's a metro stop literally right at the end of the street. You can take the metro and then walk there, because it took us like 30 minutes to find parking. But anyway, we'll show you guys some clips of the embassy, the front, so you know how the building stays. And yeah.
So alright, we'll check in back soon in less than 5 minutes. We are taking the board then go at the embassy. Make them taste the Jamaican culture, because me know them are going to love Jamaica. You understand?
You want them to do the...
Yeah, because I'm going to send them to Jamaica, go to your boat. Because they have to know their roots. They have to know their roots. So this is where the roots come from. Them born in for them roots, so we want, transfer them over to the roots. Real roots, you understand? We have the Jamaican flag, man. See you, me. So we are going.
Should we take some pictures of them?
No, when we come out.
Okay.
And you want to capture that tonight.
All right, and this is where you will drop your documents.
Been at him one tone. You want to say hi to the camera, Jermaine? You can see in the background, we are currently at the Jamaican Embassy in Washington, D.C. We are, as we previously said, we came here to look about their citizenship.
All right, so let's get into the documents needed. Now, whether you are applying in person using the Dropbox or mailing in your documents, you're going to need the same documents. But if you're mailing them, you have to, or using the Dropbox, you have to either send the original or certified copy. I do want to point out that not everywhere notarizes like government issued documents, because when I tried to notarize my marriage certificate, they were like, we don't do this, and I went to UPS. So some notaries will notarize government issued documents, others will not, so you might have to send the original, but please make sure that you take a copy for your own records or order additional, because you don't know how long it would take to get these documents back and if you would need it in the time that you're waiting. All right, so let's get into the documents that you will need. So you'll need the completed citizenship application form, and I'll link this form down below in the description box. It is a PDF fillable, so you can fill it in on your computer and then print it out. You will also need your birth certificate, original or certified copy, and that's the birth certificate of the applicant. You will also need your original U.S. or the country that you were born in, you will need your valid passport, and if you're older than 18, you will need the driver's license. And then you will also need the original or certified copy of proof of name change if your name has been changed. And some of the documents that you can use to prove this is a marriage certificate, deed poll, divorce decree, or a court order. And then you will also need 2 passport-sized photographs. Okay, now if you are going to be mailing or using the Dropbox, you do have to have those photos notarized, so that's just important to mention. And then for your Jamaican parent or grandparent, these are the documents that you will have to have for them as well. You need the original or certified copy of the Jamaican birth certificate or their citizenship certificate. You would need a certified copy of valid Jamaican passport or other forms of valid government-issued ID, which could be like a U.S. driver's license or a U.S. passport if the application is for a minor. And then you will need your original or certified copy of proof of name change if their name has been changed, using the same documents that I mentioned above: marriage certificate, deed poll, divorce decree, or court order. So those are the things that you will need for the Jamaican parent if you're applying through your Jamaican parent. Okay, so those are the documents that I had to get for my boys from my husband, right? So he needed the birth certificate, he needed his passport from Jamaica, and then he didn't change his name, obviously, because he's a man. And then if you're applying through your grandparent, then these will be the documents that you need: your Jamaican grandparent's original or certified copy of Jamaican birth certificate. You'll need your Jamaican grandparents' original or certified copy of their valid Jamaican passport or other forms of valid government-issued IDs. You will need their original or certified copy of their birth certificate or citizenship certificate. And then you need the valid ID of your parent, not your grandparent, but the valid ID of your parent if the application is for a minor. And I want to point out, because this is important, must be the child of the Jamaican grandparent through whom the applicant is claiming citizenship. So if you're a minor and you're applying for so if you're a minor and you're applying through your grandparent, they also need your parent's ID, but the parent has to be the child of the Jamaican grandparent through who you're applying, if that makes sense. And then you'll also need an original or certified copy of proof of name change for parent and grandparent if name has been changed, using those relevant documents aforementioned. Okay, so those are all the documents that you will need to apply for your Jamaican citizenship via descent. Those are the same documents that you will use if you're doing an in-person appointment, if you're dropping them off to the Dropbox, or if you're mailing the documents in. The only difference is the fees and if it's an original or certified copy. Now, again, as I mentioned before, if you're going in person, I would say just bring the originals, because the clerk is literally just going to make a copy of those documents and give them back to you, and she certifies them herself to say that they are original. So if you're going in person, I would say just bring your original documents. If you're going to mail or drop off in the Dropbox, I would suggest getting certified copies from a notary who can notarize those documents so that you can retain the originals and keep them safe, because these are very sensitive documents. And if you can't get them certified copies, I would just try to get the original, like order it from Social Security or whatever place that you need to get these documents. I would suggest getting like an additional original or copy and sending that so you can retain the originals for yourself. The only other difference between in-person, Dropbox, and mailing is the fee. So, for the application for citizenship, it's $100, right? 100 US dollars. The mailing fee is $20. So if you're going in person, you can just get $100 and take it to the appointment, and it's per person. If you're going to be dropping off or mailing, you have to also add another $20, and it needs to be a money order. Okay, so that is the difference. So hopefully that helped in terms of the process. Now I want to show you guys what it looks like when you get your citizenship. These are for my boys because I'm still waiting on mine. It takes a little longer when you're getting it through marriage. So let me show you. So as you can see on the sticky, this is from the clerk, and it says to be called to pick up. So we did pick up their documents, and I don't know why I thought it was gonna be a passport. Like, I literally thought once they got their citizenship, they were gonna give me like a new passport for them, but like, no, that's not how it works. You take this document to get your passport, okay? So this is like some really nice paper. This is what it comes on, and it literally says on here with the letterhead of the Embassy of Jamaica. It says, Mr. Thompson, that's my son, we are pleased to inform you that your Jamaican citizenship has been granted. In this regard, please find enclosed certificate of citizenship number, blah, blah, blah. The enclosed certificate facilitates the issuance of a Jamaican passport and should be kept in a safe place. And then it also has there a picture that we use, the passport photo, and it just says that he again is a citizen by birth, descent, and respect of the above mentioned person has been satisfactorily established. And then it just says it has the evidence of father's Jamaican nationality, and this is it.